guys, get ready with me, except I'm gonna tell you guys my craziest sleepover story, and I low-key think that if me and my friend didn't get out, like, we would be dead. Okay, guys, so basically, this is, like, June of grade 9, and I'm going for a sleepover at my best friend's house. I just know she's gonna be watching this and is low-key gonna get, like, traumatic flashbacks. Anyways, yeah, so it's grade 9, I'm going for a sleepover at my best friend's house, and near her house is this, like, really pretty, like, valley. Like, my city is kind of weird. There's places in the middle of my city that are just, like, straight forests. And so it's, like, you can be, like, walking in a residential neighborhood and then all of a sudden find yourself in, like, bear and cougar territory, and it's just, like, there's houses bordering it. And my best friend's neighborhood was like this. Like, it was really, really, really close to, like, an area that was just straight bear territory. So anyways, it's, like, 7 p.m., and my best friend tells her mom, she's like, hey, like, we're gonna go to 7-Eleven, grab some snacks, grab some drinks, and then I want to go and take her to, like, Hidden Valley. Guys, it's also not actually called Hidden Valley. I'm just low-key scared of some of the people on the internet. So anyways, guys, we go to Sev, like, we get loaded up with snacks, and then we start walking towards Hidden Valley. And so we're walking, and I turn to her and I'm like, so do you actually know where you're going? And my best friend goes, you know, I've only been here a couple other times with, like, large groups of people, but I think I know the way. I'm sorry, I'm following you into the forest, the literal forest, because you think you know where you're going? Like, oh my gosh, I have the survival instincts of a fart. Like, low-key, we both do. Anyways, we're walking through this random path in the forest. It's low-key, like, on the edge of a cliff. Like, the path we're walking on, like, it's a steep drop if you fall. And we have been walking for, like, a solid minute. Like, we have been gone from her house for, like, 45 minutes at this point. And it's low-key, like, her phone is at 30%. Mine is probably at 50. I remember they weren't, like, fully charged, like, not even close. But anyways, we're not using a map or anything. We're just, like, going where the wind takes us, essentially. And we kind of get to this, like, little clearing, but in order to get to the clearing, you have to, like, jump across this, like, little stream. Like, it's low-key a running start. Like, you gotta back it up and really leap to make sure that you don't end in the water. So anyway, she jumps, she makes it over. I jump, I make it over. And we're, like, wandering for a little bit, and we start hearing this rustling. We both stop because we're in bear country. Like, there are bears everywhere. Also, I have video recording of this. Like, we were recording as much of this as we could because it was like, oh my god, like, fun little experience. No, life-threatening experience. Oh my gosh, guys, I should also mention, it's almost pitch black at this point. Like, it's almost 10 p.m. Like, we can all see crap, and, like, we're recording everything, but our flashlights only go so far, so it's low-key, like, you can see 2 feet in front of us, and then it's just a black screen. Anyways, we turn behind us, we're like, oh my god, is this a bear? Is it a cougar? Is it just a rustle? Is it a human? But we think nothing of it, we keep going forward, and then we hear the rustling again. And my best friend, she doesn't skip a beat. She's like, oh, hell no. And so she looks at me, she screams, Nyana, bear. And we freaking bolt it up. Like, we bolt. I'm talking, like, I have never ran so fast in my life. I thought I was gonna get eaten by this damn bear. And we were like, oh my god, like, what if it's a mama? What if she has cubs? Like, mamas are always so aggressive. Anyways, so we start running to the top of the hill because, like, we're walking up a hill and it's coming from behind it. Like, it's coming from the way we came. So we start running further into the woods. Finally, we get to the top of this hill. We're, like, stopped. We're taking a breath. And my best friend is low-key, like, 7 feet away from me because, like, we were running different places. So anyways, I'm recording. I'm saying my little vlog. Oh my god, guys, like, we just saw a bear. Ah! And in the background, you hear her go, Nyana, 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 Nyana. But I'm, like, ignoring her. I'm like, guys, like, we almost got eaten by a bear. Like, what the heck? Posting all of this to my private story, too, like, as it's happening. And you can still hear her in the background going, Nyana, Nyana, Nyana. And finally, I turn to look at her. I'm like, what? Like, what? And she is standing. She looks white as a ghost. She's facing the opposite direction as me. And she's shaking. Like, I'm literally seeing her. Every single part of her is vibrating. She's like, Nyana, look, Nyana, look. She raises her hands. She points, like, in front of her. I stand beside her. I'm like, what am I looking at? And then I see it. There were 2 adjacent hills. Like, this was the hill here. And this was another hill here. We were standing at the top of this one. The other one is maybe, like, 90 yards away. And there was a human. There's a man in a full white robe on the top of the hill. I'm talking full white robe, like, hood pulled down. You have no idea who he is. We're also in the middle of the forest, by the way. There are no houses near. And we start screaming. We're like, we're screaming for our life. We're screaming, like, expletives. We're screaming the F word. We are literally terrified out of our mind. And like I said, top of the hill, there's gonna be this little valley part here, right? Because the valley part was like right like in the middle, it was like maybe 45 yards away. Like they're close. Or do I keep saying yards? I mean meters, like 45 meters. And he says something, like he shouts something, but it's not to us, it's to this group of people in the middle, in the valley, that we didn't see. When I tell you, they were sitting in a circle, holding hands, dressed in all white, like same robes, like same hoods pulled down over their faces so you can't tell who they are. Like, we have no idea if these are men, if these are women. Whoever they are, though, this was low-key like a cult activity. Like, it was scary. And me and my best friend are just standing there. We're like, what the frick? But it's like, it's only the one at the top of the hill that's noticed us. Like, the ones at the bottom don't know we're here yet. And then one of the people at the bottom of the hill notices us. He quickly rushes away from the circle. He looks up at us. He starts pointing at us. Everybody in the circle, they look at us. They start pointing at us. They start running towards us. I have never gunned it so fast in my life. Me and my best friend, we're running back the way we came. We're running back towards the bear. We don't even care. We are terrified. I'm recording everything. I'm recording us running. I lose my shoe. I'm wearing Birkenstocks. I lose my shoe. Like, we're like running down the steep slope. My shoe is somewhere at the top. I'm like, do I go back for it or do I just keep fucking going? I ended up going back for it. And then I just took both my shoes off and I started running. Like, my feet were so cut up. And my best friend, like, she is bawling her eyes out. She's crying. She's panicking. I'm also crying. Like, I don't think I've ever been that scared in my life. I'm low-key about to call my mom, who told me literally not to go out that night, and be like, yo, mom, like, what the fuck is happening? Like, oh my God. So we're running, we're screaming. Again, we've never run that fast in our freaking life. We hear them above us. I would say we're running for, like, a solid, like, 10 to 15 minutes before we make it to this, like, residential area, and it's, like, a neighborhood, and there's, like, a road. And we're like, oh my God, but they're still we can still hear them chasing us. And so what do? We find the nearest car and we duck behind it. I'm talking, we are barely looking up from the car. We are like so scared. And we're like, okay, well, we could walk back to her house, but low-key, if we do that, are we gonna get axe murdered? And we're like, okay, no, frick it, we're just gonna call an Uber, like, we're getting the hell out of here. And by this point, I would say we've, like, successfully outrun them. Like, I've never run that fast in my life. Low-key, don't think that they could keep up in their little creepy little white robes, but, like, we made it out. Because, like, we can't hear them anymore, so we're like, okay, maybe we're safe. So we're standing up, we're browsing along the streets, then we see headlights. What do? We duck back behind the car again. We haven't called our Uber yet at this point. And there is just this van. Like, I'm talking like a literal van. And it is speeding up the hill. Like I said, we're in a residential area. The speed limit was maybe like 20 or 30. He's easily going like 80. And we get a glimpse through the windows, and it's the people in the white robes. So we are hiding, shaking behind this car, and this other freaking van is speeding up. It speeds past us. They're driving so fast. Like, they were looking for us. And we were like, oh my God, like, thank God we weren't walking. Anyways, I call our Uber gets there, and we get home safe, thankfully. We get back inside her mom's house, and we walk in looking like we have, like, literally walked through, like, hell. Like, we are covered in mud. There is mud all over our pants. There is dirt. I am shoeless, okay? We have cuts and scrapes all over our arms from, like, running through the woods, where, like, my feet are bruised and blistered. My socks are shred. But anyways, guys, at least we made it home safe. We also low-key thought that our Uber was, like, part of the group, because he started, like, circling around us, and we didn't realize we forgot that we called an Uber, and we were like, oh my God, they found us. And also, the whole time, she's on the phone with her man at the time. Well, I think they were dating. I don't know. They were a whole other story. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's the story time of how I almost, like, died. Anyways, guys, this is low-key everybody's sign to not go adventuring into the middle of the woods, like, at nighttime, because you low-key might just find a cult. Anyways, guys, stay safe out there. Love you all. Don't go into the forest in the middle of the night. Mwah. Bye.
Story time on how my friend's house got broken into while we were all there. That was in the middle of the forest on a lake. Like, literally, like a scary movie. So there's 8 of us, 8 of my friends going to my friend's house with no parents. It's just 8 16-year-olds going to this house. So I freshly have my license. I'm driving there. It's an hour away from my house. It's probably like 7. I'm driving there, and I get close to our house, and it's in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Like, when I say I have no service, I'm driving in the middle of trees and dirt paths. Like, I'm shitting myself. So I'm crying because I get lost 30 times. I finally find her house. This is very crucial. Let me set the scene for you. I get there. It is literally like a scary movie, guys. It's in the middle of the forest. It's like a glass house. You can see into it, and it's unfurnished on the inside. Like, it has a couch and a bed. That's it.
You got more on your shirt with your hand.
And it has like a sauna in the main bathroom and like a big ass basement. Everyone finally gets there, and we're talking, and the whole night we're having fun, but it's like eerie vibes. We're like, who would die first in a scary movie, like all these hypothetical things, not thinking anything of it, of course. Long story short, I'm sleeping in the main bedroom where everyone was hanging out. I'm sleeping. I have one friend next to me and another friend next to me. Everyone else is outside in the living room. There's a glass window, and the couch is underneath it. And they were being so loud out there. They weren't sleeping, and I was just used to it. And all of a sudden, I hear screaming at the top of their fucking lungs. And I thought they were just fucking around, so I got up and I was like, shut the fuck up, like, you guys are so loud. One of my friends is like the most nonchalant person ever. She's like, whatever. She comes sprinting full speed with the like most scared look I've ever seen in my life. And everyone is sprinting after her. People are like falling, and I was like, what is happening? So I get my ass up, I jump in the bathroom, I drag my friends in with me. Everyone gets into the bathroom except 2 people. I'll get to that in a second. And we lock that shit. And I still think they're joking, and so I'm not really fazed until I look over and my friend Lucy is on the phone with 911. Keep in mind, I still don't know what is happening. People are crying and shaking, and so I was like, okay, so this isn't a joke, so I start freaking the fuck out too. And then they're like, someone's outside, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean someone's outside? Like, who's outside? And then they're like, where's Chase and Maddie? That's 2 of our friends. Where's Chase and Maddie? Where's Chase and Maddie? We all start freaking out. We're like, oh my god, they fucking died. Like the guy got him. Like, what? And all the doors are unlocked. All of them. What had happened is they were laying on the couch. My friend gets up, and there's a man in all black with a fucking witch mask on his face. I get chills talking about this. A witch mask on his face. And he's crouched down, like, at the seal of the window. And my friend saw him, and she was like, guys, I'm laughing because it's funny now, but it's not funny. And that's when they all came screaming. And he got up, and apparently he was this big fucking guy. He started banging on the window while they were all running. And Maddie and Chase was locking the basement door. He went all the way down to the basement. That was pitch black. Locked the door. Maddie was at the front door banging back at the guy. The guy was banging on the front door now. He went around. Maddie's banging back at him, trying to lock the door, which they're crazy for that. Like, God bless both of them. This house has, like, so many doors. Like, everything is unlocked. All the windows are unlocked. This is, like, 4 minutes, so let me know if you guys want a part 2.
Get ready with me while I explain to you guys why you can't trust literally anybody. I feel like I just have really bad luck with friends. Also, before you guys assume this is not a hickey, I burned myself with the beach waiver. Like, I promise it's a burn. Anyway, there's this guy that I was dating. I was dating him for about a year and a half, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less. I don't really remember. But at that time, I was also really close with this one girl. Also, I'm not going to name drop. I wanted to, but I'm not going to because it's really not that deep. To sum up how close we were, if someone couldn't get a hold of me, they called her. If they couldn't get a hold of her, they called me. Because we were always together. Anyways, me and him ended, and then not too much longer later, me and her just, like, fell apart. Like, nothing happened between us, like, no beef, no drama, no nothing. We just really stopped talking for a while. Recently, around the beginning of October, she slid up on one of my stories, and then we kind of just, like, caught up and started talking again. And then the bond that we had before, like, literally came back within an instant because we were so freaking close. And, like, you can't really erase that. Like, we were literal sisters. We talked every single day, hung almost every single day, but let's skip the backstory, the boring stuff, and let's get to the point. She stayed the night the day before New Year's Eve and then was at my house New Year's Eve morning. I had plans that morning, so she ended up going home just for a little bit, and then we planned on meeting back up and getting ready for this party. We were texting all day. We were so excited about the party, and then randomly she's like, oh, sorry, like, I have plans with my family. And I'm like, girl, don't even worry about it. Like, I'll just go out by myself. Family is more important. Like, of course. The party that we were going to go to together was, like, really far, so I didn't want to go without her, so I was trying to find, like, another party to go to. I ended up finding one that was really close, after everyone was posting about it, and literally everyone was there. And I was like, okay, everyone's there. I mean, I'm going by myself, but I know a lot of people. It's fine, whatever, let me just go. Because, like, I didn't want to do nothing on New Year's Eve. So I get there, I found all my people, like, I'm having a really freaking good time, and I want to say at least 45 minutes to an hour goes by, and I'm over here catching up with one of my other friends, and I'm talking about how much I miss my ex, and she goes, girl, he's downstairs with so-and-so. I start laughing. I'm like, no, she's with her family. Like, haha, good try. Thinking it was a literal joke. Like, I literally thought it was a literal joke. I go downstairs and she's sitting like in the corner behind the pool table on his lap in a chair. In that moment, I'm like really freaking confused because I'm like, she just told me that she had a family thing to go to. Like, why did she lie to me? But like also in that moment, my heart completely shatters because I'm like, I was just talking about how much I miss him and my best friend is sitting on his lap right now. I want to say like best friend. Like, I don't know what you classify as best friend, but we were getting really, really close again. And if you guys know me and you guys watch my TikToks, before any of you guys ask, no, it's not Haley or Charlie. I just haven't really hung out with either of them. Still love them so much. I see Charlie tomorrow, so y'all will probably see her too. Anyways, back to the story. She made direct eye contact with me and then hurry up and looked away and acted like she didn't even see me. He gets up and he comes over and he's like, yo, nice to see you. Talking to my other friend, talking to the other friend, talking to the dude behind us. And I'm like, he just touched my hand. Like, we're gonna get married again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was like heartbroken in this moment because like, what was that? She walks to the opposite side of the basement and goes up those flight of steps to like avoid us. And I'm talking to him, like having a normal conversation. Like, obviously, like if he's with her, I'm not gonna flirt with him, even though that was my man and my best friend. Whatever, it doesn't even matter. But I'm like talking to him and I'm like, oh, so like you and so-and-so? He was like, yeah, we've been together for like 2 months. You didn't know? In my mind, I'm like, that dab up meant nothing. I thought we were gonna get married. He just dabbed me up. We're gonna get married. Nope, it meant nothing. I'm just kidding. Let me stop being delusional. Anyways, back to the story. We had been friends for over 2 months. Like, been close again for over 2 months. And she never once mentioned that she was dating my ex. Yeah. One that she would tell me to leave in the beginning over and over and how he's no good for me. Anyways, fast forward, she didn't talk to me the entire party and then blocked me. Like, I texted her and I was like, hey, that's all I said was, hey, blocked. She blocked me and I'm not gonna go chasing after anybody. Obviously she was no good because what was that? She could stay in 2023. That was so cringy of me to say, but she can stay in 2023 because 2024 she will not be in. It's low-key not that deep because he was my ex, but you are supposed to be my best friend. You're supposed to be my best friend. I feel so embarrassed because I had been like sobbing about him to her. Not sobbing, but like I miss him. Like I want a bad girl. Like we should go on a 2-man and like invite him, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, she's in a relationship with him. Like I look so stupid sitting here crying about him to her when she's dating the man. Or talking to him. I don't know. He just said we have been together for over 2 months. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Like, why? Why? In my opinion, no matter what, that's a violation of girl code to, like, date your best friend's ex. Yeah. But, like, at the same time, I'm not going to lose my best friend over a boy, so I wouldn't have really cared if she didn't lie to me about it and then blocked me because I texted her, hey. Anyways, guys, that's all. I love you guys. I'll see you later. I just had a rant real quick because... let me tell you, that had me heated. Peace out, guys. Bye.
My intuition and listening to my gut feelings saved my life, and this is what happened. I was in high school. Pokemon Go was the thing. I wasn't playing it, but like I had a lot of friends who were playing it, and one of my best friends was super into it. She was over at my house. We were trying to figure out what to do on like a weekend night, and she was like, should we just drive around and go get Pokemon? I don't really know how it works, so when I explain the Pokemon parts of the story, give me some grace here. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. Why not? Like, I'll drive. And so we're driving around town. We kind of spend like a long time doing this. I think we probably stopped for Dutch Bros, the whole thing. We were out there for a few hours. And we were on our way home going through the community college because we saw that there was some Pokemons to pick up there. When we were driving through, I see lights in my rearview mirror. And I'm like, I think we're being pulled over, but it looks like a campus security car. I'm really not sure. And so she was like, yeah, I guess we just pull over. So I go into the parking lot right there on campus and I pull over and the guy comes up to my window and he's like, hey ladies, what are you guys doing? I was like, actually, we're just playing some Pokemon Go. I was like, I'm driving. I'm not on my phone. I'm not doing anything. I was like, she's doing the Pokemon part. I'm doing the driving. And he was like, well, you know you can't be around here past 10 p.m. And I was like, oh, I had no idea. And he was like, yeah, we have a curfew and you can't drive through campus past 10. I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. I just live in the area. I'm not a student on campus, so I didn't know these rules. And he was like, you're good. You guys said you were doing Pokemon? I was like, yeah, we are. And he was like, oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know much about it, but I've heard there's a really good one to catch up by the gymnasium. I was like, oh, cool. We'll come back for it maybe another day. He's like, oh, probably won't be there. But I can show you really quick before you guys leave campus. And I was like, immediately I'm like, something feels weird. Like, I don't really know what. It wasn't a big deal, but like something just felt wrong. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna head home. He's like, seriously, it's like 5 minutes. And I look at my friend, he's like, but you guys are gonna have to like get out because you can't drive up there, you have to walk up. But it's a quick walk. Immediately chills down my spine. I'm like, oh, why do you want me out of my car? And I was like, we are really close to my curfew. My parents will kill me if I'm not home on time. I'm so sorry, I've got to go. But are we good here? Like, on a law level, like, have I broken any laws? He's like, no, you're good. You guys are good to go home. I was like, thank you so much, sir. Have a good night. And I drive home. I drop my friend off. I get home. My mom's like, hey, how was your night? I was like, it was good. I was like, we had a lot of fun, but did you know that COCC has a curfew? She was like, what? I was like, yeah, I guess you can't like drive through campus past 10 p.m. She was like, I didn't know that, but okay. She was like, were you on campus? I was like, yeah, we drove through, but I didn't know that. We got pulled over. And I was like, and then the guy like wanted to show us a Pokemon Go, but he said we had to get out of our car. I tell her the whole story, and she's like, Alexandra, that's really weird. She's like, I'm glad you're home, but good thing you didn't get out of the car. Like, thanks for being smart, whatever, the whole thing. I'm like, okay, good night. So not even a week later, on the news, in my small town, mind you, like pretty much everyone knows everybody. I see on the news that there has been a murder on the community college campus. And it was a young blonde girl walking home, and the campus security guard is the suspect on the loose. Yeah. I see his picture on the screen. I'm like, Mom, that is the guy. That's the guy from the other night that wanted she and I to get out of the car. And she was like, what? And I'm like, yes, that is him. Months go by, he gets caught, the whole thing, everyone's rattled. I'm like, that is so scary. It gets worse. Dateline comes out with a whole thing on it. And, you know, Dateline, they do the whole investigation. They, get all the info. It turns out that he had premeditated this months before, and that was looking for a his prime person that he wanted, and it was a young blonde. There was more to it. I can't remember the whole Dateline episode. I've watched it once, never doing it again. But my profile matched exactly what he was looking for, and I have never felt sicker to my stomach, but I am so grateful I listened to my intuition and that I was lucky enough to just be in my car and be able to drive away, and not the poor girl that was just walking home and was helpless. But I just want everyone to know that, if you get a weird feeling, if something happens and you just don't feel right, listen to yourself. I just did a different story time on being stalked in the airport on my airplane. So many people in the comments were like, you should have said something sooner. And you know what? That's so true. But in the moment, you're so shocked it's happening to you. And I think we've been conditioned to be like, don't overreact. It's not a big deal. And that if you do report things, you feel silly because sometimes people don't take you seriously and they're like, yeah, okay. He literally was just looking at you weird. But you can feel it, and always listen to yourself. Always, always, always listen to your intuition, your gut feeling. Do not let that go. I make these videos of stories that happen. These are real stories that happen in my life. And the reason I do it is because I've had so many people say thank you so much for saying this. I didn't even know this was possible. Or if this happens, now I know how to react or how not to react. And that's all I hope for. If someone can learn anything from me, literally take anything away from these videos, I'm happy. I just want y'all to know, listen to your gut instincts. Everything in you is telling you what to do. Just listen to it. It can be so scary, and people can make you feel so silly for reporting things or whatever, or removing yourself from situations when something feels off. But better safe than sorry, always.
Traumatic childhood story. Buckle up, babe, because this is definitely a scary one. Let's go. This was about 5 years ago. My mom took me and my 3 other siblings to the park. And it was like this park that has like a zip line. It's pretty cool. As we're playing at this park, I noticed that there's this little girl. She seems to be like 4 or 5 years old. And at the time, my little brother was about 6 years old. And this little girl's by herself. And me noticing that, she's like, comes up to my little brother and she's like, hey, can we play together, you know? And my mom's there. My mom is like, oh my gosh, honey, of course you can play. She's like, where's your mom or where's your dad, whatever. And then the little girl points, and there's a guy at the opposite side of the park. Okay, there's one park here where the zipline thing is, and there's a park across from that where it's like an actual like swing set and like slides and all that. And she points, and then we look over, and there's a guy sitting on one of like the slides just staring at us. Doesn't even say anything when we look over, just... So we start playing with this little girl, right? And we're just having fun. But I start like telling my mom, I'm like, Mom, like the guy hasn't moved in like 30 minutes. Like he's still sitting on the slide because I keep looking at him every couple minutes because I'm kind of freaked out. I'm like, Mom, he's just like staring. And my mom's like, yeah, that's kind of weird. And the fact that he like never came over to the park that we were at and was like sitting across just watching his daughter play with random people already was weird. It finally gets to a point where we've been out for about 30 minutes playing with this little girl. My mom's like pushing us on the zipline swings, and I'm pretty sure if you look up zipline swings, it'll come up if you're like wondering what I'm talking about. And the guy is still very much on the opposite side, just staring at us still, never comes over. And like my mom says, she's like, okay guys, I think it's time to go, because it starts to get just like weird vibes. And bless that little girl's heart, because I genuinely like hope she's okay to this day, because something was off about her father. So it's at this point when my mom is like, yeah guys, we need to go. And my little brother, being 6 years old, he's like, no, I want to keep playing, like I don't want to go. And then the little girl's like, no, don't go, I want to play. And my mom's like, okay, let's go, like wrap it up. And all of us are like telling my little brother, stop arguing, let's get in the car and go. As soon as we get up and start walking to our car, my mom tells the little girl, go back to your dad. And she's like, okay, because my mom obviously wants to make sure that the little girl's okay, because clearly her dad is not even caring what she's doing. And as soon as we start walking to our car, the guy finally gets up and he starts walking towards us, okay? From the other park, he starts walking towards us, and I'm like kind of freaking out, because I'm like, this just seems like it's some type of horror movie. What is this? This is part 2 of the traumatic childhood story. So basically, as the guy starts walking towards us, my mom is like, okay, guys, load up into the car. So we all quickly rush over to the car. And my mom, since my little brother's a little kid, she obviously has to make sure that he's fully buckled into his seatbelt, because that boy be playing games, and sometimes he wouldn't want to like cooperate with my mom when she's trying to buckle him in. So she has to make sure that he gets fully buckled in before she can leave, right? And you know how I said the guy was walking towards us? He walks towards us, and then he turns around. Like, as we're getting into our car, he like starts turning around. And I'm like, what the heck, bro? Like, I think it's so weird. And I told my mom, and she's like, no, it's okay, trying to calm us down. She's like, he was probably just gonna thank you guys for playing with his daughter or something. And I was like, yeah, that could be true. But deep down, I felt like that wasn't true at all. So then my brother is taking forever to get into the car, of course, fighting with my mother. Like our lives don't depend on this. And once they finally buckle him up, we notice that the guy and the daughter are gone. And we're like, okay, that's kind of, y'all, it's getting so freaky at this point. Like, I'm like, Mom, they're gone. Why are they gone? Like, the second that we get into our car, they're gone. It's almost like the guy was just sitting on the slide waiting for, like, other people to come. And then, because, like, why are they leaving at the exact second that we leave? And why is the guy not playing with his daughter? Like, it could just be a coincidence. Like, maybe he didn't feel like playing with his daughter. I don't know. I just found it very weird. So then my mom also notices this, and she's like, yeah, that's really weird. So we end up going. We leave. As we pull out of this park, we notice that it was like a black van that pulls behind us. And I'm like, Mom, that is the guy. And she's like, I know, just like keep calm. Because like my mom is trying to like keep her 4 kids calm, and I'm just like egging it on by being like, Mom, and like kind of freaking out and being hella paranoid. And I'm not a very paranoid person, But, like, you know, like, that gut feeling, and you just know something is, like, you feel something in your gut, and your gut does not lie to you. It was one of those things. Like, I just felt something in my gut, and it just did not feel right, and I was trying to warn my mom. So then she's like, I know, it's okay. So we get out onto the main road, and he follows us for about 3 minutes, I want to say. Can't remember the exact time, but it's a while. Like, he follows us, we go straight for a while. He's still behind us. A little odd, right? Because the zipline park is in, like, this neighborhood, this really rich neighborhood, basically. So it's like, okay, so you're here at the same time we are, you know, it just feels a little bit off. And my mommy, being my mom, she's smart, of course. She's like, okay, yeah, this is weird. So she's like, I don't think she said it, but I noticed it. She lane switches, right? She gets, like, from the middle lane into the right lane. And right after she does that, the guy does the same thing. I cannot make this up. Like, just thinking about this is low-key, like, throwing me off. But yeah, the guy lane switches the second that she lane switches. Video is getting way too long. Go to part 3. This is part 3, the last and final part of my childhood horror story. Let's finish it off. Okay, so my mom switches to the right lane, right? And after that, me and my little sister, we're sitting in the back, and we decide to do that thing that kids do where you, like, look in the back window and, like, make faces at people. Well, we just turn around and stare at them, because when you're a kid, you don't think people can see you. I don't know what we were thinking, but, like, that was kind of our thought process. We're like, well, he probably can't see us if we're, like, staring at him. So me and my little sister, like, look back at him, and he's like this. Yo, I cannot, like, I literally swear on my life. He was, like, smiling, did not break a smile. I don't know, like, why. And me and my sister were, like, freaking out, like, Mom, like, he's smiling at us really weird. And she looks, and she sees him, too, in her, she looks in her mirror, and she sees. And she's like, is he smiling? But it wasn't, like, a little, like, bro was, like, I don't know how to, like, I don't know. So then my mom, this is when it kind of, like, starts getting serious. My mom's like, okay, let's test this out. Let's see if, like, this is actually what we think it is and, like, we're being followed. So she's like, okay, I'm going to get all the way into the left lane. So from the right lane, the very furthest right lane, she gets all the way into the left lane. And what does the guy do? Slowly, he starts lane switching slowly to the left lane until he's behind us. So at this point, it's confirmed. It's been, like, we've been in the car for probably over 5 minutes. And why are you lane switching when we're lane switching? Like, it just confirmed that he was following us. And then my mom tells us, she's like, guys, just look for her, like, it's okay. And then she starts praying, because my mom is a prayer warrior. And she's like, it's okay, like, we're gonna be okay. But it was so, like, I was so freaked out. And whenever I get, like, scared, my eyes start watering. And, like, it was, like, one of those situations. So what my mom ends up having to do is she starts driving. And at this point, he's been following us, like, the whole entire time. And she's like, okay, how about this? We're not going to go home because my mom's smart. She's like, we're not going to go home. We don't want you to know where we live, obviously. So instead, what she does is she says she's going to go to the police station. And that's exactly what she does. She starts turning into the police station all the way from, like, where we were. She drives to the police station, starts pulling in there. And as soon as she does that, what does the guy do? He drives straight and passes. And I know y'all could be like, well, maybe it wasn't, like, it was just a coincidence. No, it was not. It was not a coincidence. Like, that was, like, that guy, I just knew, like, something bad was gonna happen. And I really feel for that daughter, like, the daughter of his, because I don't know. I just hope she's okay. But I've been thinking about that, for so long, and I think about that story all the time. And that's why when I'm always by myself, I always make sure that I'm aware of my surroundings 24/7, especially when I'm alone. So I just want to, like, put that out there for any other girls. Always be safe, because you never know, like, even when you're with your mother and you think you're safe, you may not always be. So yeah, just stay safe, guys. Stay safe. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you want more stories. Jesus loves you. Bye, my loves.